What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, Luis King Kong Ortiz will get his opportunity to avenge his loss to undefeated WBC American Heavyweight Champion, bronze Olympic medalist Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, November 23rd, in just a few short weeks. He will get his opportunity to rectify the first fight that took place back in March. Luis Ortiz did his open workout, in which Luis Ortiz stated that, he had a lot of issues going into the fight with Wilder, a lot of issues outside of the ring just before the fight, stamina issues, and he feels like he has addressed those issues, and they won't be a problem. Now, this is my thing. I feel like this. Is Luis Ortiz making up excuses for why he lost? He says that he continues, and I continue to hear people state that he faded. He ran out of stamina. When in fact, that's not true. That's a myth. Okay? Not taking anything away from Luis Ortiz. But I hear people continuously say the reason that he lost is because he ran out of stamina. And that's not true at all. That's a myth. That's one of the biggest myths in this entire situation going. Luis Ortiz had Deontay Wilder out on his feet in the 7th round of their first fight, right? And the issue is that Wilder recovered. Ortiz tried to take his time. He picked his shots. He didn't throw caution in the wind. He didn't throw mud to the wall and hope it stuck. He took his time. He picked his punches correctly. He just wasn't able to get Deontay Wilder out. I don't believe that Deontay Wilder gets enough credit for his chin and his recovery. Luis Ortiz tried to get him out of there. He didn't just get buck wild and just get overzealous and then fatigue out. That's not what took place. He actually hit Deontay Wilder with a few big shots going in towards the end of that round, the 7th round. Deontay Wilder recovered. And in the 8th round, he hit Luis Ortiz with something big. And then he hit him with something even bigger in the 9th round, which saw Ortiz look like his stamina started to drop. But in all actuality, it's that Deontay Wilder had hurt Luis Ortiz. And that's why he looked like his stamina dropped. It wasn't that he fatigued. It was that he was hurt in the 8th and 9th round, which saw Wilder ultimately finish him in the 10th round. So we have to stop with the myth that he fatigued out. He faded out. That's not what happened. Old age and fatigue didn't play a part in that. Wilder's power, which is what played a part. And that's what we saw. Wilder ultimately hurt Ortiz in the 8th round and in the 9th round and was able to finish him in the 10th round. See, people exaggerate the fact that Ortiz fatigued out. Why? In the 7th round when he had him hurt, he didn't get overzealous. He wasn't out there just dragging and just holding on to Wilder because he threw too many punches and overexerted himself and fatigued himself out. That's not what took place. In all actuality, Luis Ortiz kept his stamina. He picked his punches correctly. He took his time. He hit Wilder with a few big left hands, straight left hands right down the pipe. Wilder was trying to hold on. He was hurt badly, but Ortiz wasn't able to finish it. And I don't think that Wilder gets enough credit for his chin and his the ability to recover quickly. And then in the 8th round, Wilder, it was a slow round, paced itself, and he caught Ortiz with something big in the 8th round. And then in the 9th round, he caught Ortiz with something even bigger in the 9th round. And in the 10th round, he ultimately closed the show and stopped Luis Ortiz. But is Ortiz going to be more prepared going into the second fight? Yes. He has an excellent trainer with him now, strength and condition coach. Top-notch strength and condition coach. And Larry Wade, who's Sean Porter, strength and condition coach. So is he going to has better condition and strength? Yes. But is that what the reason, the cause why he lost the first fight? No. So let's stop using that as excuses to why he lost. And he says that he don't believe that Wilder will stop him early. If Wilder does stop him and knock him out, it will be later on in the fight, and conditioning won't be a part. And he also stated that he won't have no outside distractions. And you know, I don't like to hear that, because I feel like that is excuses to why he lost. And so he said there will be no excuses in the rematch. So you're making up excuses for why you lost the first fight ultimately, right? Stamina wasn't the reason why you lost. Your chin deceived you. That's why you lost. Wilder's power came into play. That's why you lost. It wasn't stamina. So I wanted to debunk the notion that Luis Ortiz just ran out of gas and Wilder just closed the show because Ortiz had nothing left to give. That's not true. We always have these situations where Wilder's discredited, right? Because most people don't understand why he does what he does when he's not, quote unquote, the most technical boxer in the world. No, he's not Floyd Mayweather. No, he's not Andre Ward. No, he's not Sugar Ray Leonard. No, he's not Luis Ortiz. He's not technical. He's not even Anthony Joshua when it comes to technical abilities. But what he does great. And he can be. He just chooses to use his power. I don't believe that any of these heavyweights today's time have a better jab than Deontay Wilder. Nobody complains about Tyson Fury being awkward and not technical. I never hear that. Tyson Fury's not the most technical boxer. He's awkward, right? He's not technical, right? It's just that he has foot movement and quickness for his size, 6'9", 260 pounds. He has quick feet, and he has upper body movement for a guy that you don't usually normally see have that type of ability and athletic ability. And he has a good jab. He's quick-handed. So that's why, but they confuse Tyson Fury's agility with skill. It's not. Okay, Wilder's jab is better than Tyson Fury's. Wilder's jab is better than Luis Ortiz, or at the same level. And Luis Ortiz is a Cuban southpaw fighter. And we know Cubans have a very technical style. Very difficult to defeat. Compare Deontay Wilder's jab to Luis Ortiz. So on the same level. It's just that he doesn't use it enough. It's not needed enough. He needs to use it more to set up his big punches, absolutely. But let's not act like he doesn't have that in his repertoire, because he does. He has that in the toolbox. You saw he stopped Chris Arreola with the jab. His right hand wasn't even in play. He stopped Chris Arreola with a jab, a beautiful left jab, right? So it's the technical abilities that always come into play, and people just don't understand why he's so successful. See, when he got Ortiz hurt, yeah, he did get wild and overzealous and was throwing wild punches. He slapped a few punches. Yes, he did. But that's because he saw Ortiz was hurt, and he wanted to quickly capitalize on it. And yes, he needs to stay behind his jab when he get guys hurt and be a little more under control and a little more cleaner, like he did Dominic Brazil, Arthur Spilka, right? Set up the punches. We seen him do this, so we know it's in his repertoire. We know it's in the toolbox. So let's not discredit him for what he does. Let's give him credit for what he does great. Let's not discredit him for what you don't see him always consistently use, but give him credit for what you see him do great. And he has knockout power, and he sets up these knockouts. All his knockouts don't look the same. The Ortiz, Spilka, and Fury and Brazil knockouts all look different. So give him credit for that. And I know people are going to say, well, he ain't knock out Tyson Fury. Well, if the referee would have done his job correctly, he would have gotten a knockout against Tyson Fury. But that's for another story. But I think that Deontay Wilder is going to be successful against Luis Ortiz. I think that as Luis Ortiz has gained, experience and with Wilder, and he's gained better stamina and better strength and condition, so on and so forth with Larry Wade. Congratulations, shouts out to Larry Wade. He's a great strength and condition coach. He doesn't get enough credit. I see we give guys like I forget dude name that was with Manny Pacquiao and those guys. I keep forgetting his name, Mikey Garcia, the strength and condition coach. But he gets a lot of credit. Larry Wade don't get near the credit that he should get. So let's give Larry Wade the credit that we would give anybody else, right? So shouts out to Larry Wade, man. So with that said, man, I expect Deontay Wilder to be successful. I expect this fight to go. I believe it's going to end within the 7th round, because I believe that Deontay Wilder too has gained experience and understands his shortcomings in the first Ortiz fight, and he was successful. He was victorious, but he still is very tentative and paying attention to detail So he's not taking Ortiz lightly. So Ortiz said that if Wilder takes him lightly, he's going to be in a lot of trouble, but he's not. I personally seen Deontay Wilder in camp. I know his mindset for Luis Ortiz. So I believe that he has grown too since the first fight, and I think that that's going to be the difference, because Wilder's going to set up that right hand opposed to just throwing it. Right? So shouts out to Deontay Wilder, shouts out to Luis Ortiz. November 23rd, shouts out to Larry Wade, man. I don't think he gets enough credit, and I want to give him as much credit as possible, man. I keep forgetting dude's name that was Mikey Garcia and was with Manny Pacquiao, but he got tons of credit, right? But Larry Wade don't get near the credit, and he needs to. But that's all I got for y'all, man. I expect Deontay Wilder to be successful and knock Luis Ortiz out by the 7th, 8th round. I think it's going to be earlier than the first time. So first time around, he knocked him out in the 10th round. This time, I believe he'll knock him out in the 7th, 8th round, because he's going to set up the right hand. He's going to hide the right hand. Ortiz is not going to see it coming, and he's going to hit him with a big right hand, big straight right hand. He's going to be more accurate this fight, and that's going to prove to be the difference. Ortiz is going to have better conditioning. He's going to be more patient, but Ortiz is who he is at this point in time in his career. A leopard don't change his stripes this far into his career. He is who he is. Wilder's getting better. He's a rare breed. We see him continue to grow at the age of 34. So, you know, he's going to hide the right hand. He's going to set it up. He's going to be more patient, more accurate, and he's going to hit Ortiz with something that he don't see coming. He's going to knock Ortiz out just like he did Dominic Brazil. But that's all I got for y'all. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share this video. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.